Hello, welcome if you're just joining us. We are here at the Stade Omnisport at Hijo in Yaoundé, following day 2 of the Africa Cup of Nations. We're going to look back over Ghana's opening defeat against Morocco, and we're going to look ahead to Nigeria's opening game, the Super Eagles' debut in the competition against Egypt. This is coming up tomorrow. We've also got 2 other games. We've got Sudan taking on Guinea-Bissau, and we've got the reigning champions Algeria kicking off their campaign against Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone bring back very bad memories for other Nigeria fans like me. So I hope Algeria can get the job done tomorrow. If you're just joining us, we're looking back over Ghana's performance. We're looking ahead to Nigeria's Egypt tomorrow. Please send over your predictions for the Super Eagles. Are you confident? Are you excited? Are you ready to see Nigeria silence Mohamed Salah? Or like me, are you a little bit nervous? Are you a little bit wary about all of the troubled preparation that's happened? And are you a little bit concerned about what the Super Eagles' chances are heading into this fixture against one of Africa's genuine giants? Please get in the comments, let me know. I want to hear from Super Eagles skeptics. I want to hear from those of you who are nervous, those of you who are anxious, those of you who are going to be watching from behind the sofa. I know I'm going to be watching from behind the sofa. You know me, when it comes to Super Eagles, sometimes I can't take my eyes off them, and sometimes I just can't watch. I don't know which way it's going to be tomorrow. Let's see some of the comments that are coming in. Adam Harrison, we appreciate you sticking with us in what must be quite a more convenient time zone for you, Adam. He's saying Niger all the way from Montreal. I love Salah, though. Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be split heading into tomorrow's game, because a lot of people, they want to see Egypt doing well. They want to see Mohamed Salah, the greatest player from Africa today, having a strong tournament. But at the same time, there are so many of us who just have a real soft spot for the Super Eagles. And, well, hopefully both of them can go through, but they can't both win tomorrow. Who's it going to be? Adam, we know you're backing Nigeria, but send us your prediction. Let us know how you think this scoreline is going to go. And guys, let's talk a bit more about Ghana as well, because the Black Stars, such a disappointing start for them. It was a cagey game. It wasn't a particularly attractive game. Morocco really dominated over 60% of the possession. I mean, I talked before the game about what a boost it will be for Ghana, the fact that Morocco don't have Hakim Ziyech with them. Thank God they didn't, because already without him and without Morocco's 3 main strikers, they still enjoyed over 60% of the possession. They still had over double Ghana's amount of attempts on goal. A draw, people probably wouldn't have been too disappointed with a draw, especially in this expanded Nations Cup. But to be honest, if one team had to win today, it was going to be Morocco. And they got the goal late on through Soufiane Boufal. Glad to see him making his mark in the Nations Cup. We talked before the match about which players could be the breakouts, which players could step up with En-Nesyri absent, with Ayoub El-Kabi absent, with Hakim Ziyech absent, and with Ryan Mame absent. And it proved to be Boufal. What went wrong for Ghana today? Let us know. What needs to improve for the Black Stars when they face Gabon? And Gabon weren't bad out here tonight. Gabon weren't bad. Comoros were decent as well. Comoros were pretty unlucky to have lost that one. I don't think it's going to it's a given that Ghana are going to get results against those 2 teams. Austin and Yawu, Nigeria must lose the game. I assume you mean lose. If so, why? Why are you saying this? Baka Yoko, sit down, ladies and gentlemen. You've got a big prediction in here. Sierra Leone 2, Algeria 0. You better not be the same guy who was telling me earlier that Sierra Leone are going to make the world stand up and then didn't offer any explanation as to why that was going to happen. Because I'm going to be very disappointed if you're offering me more predictions without backing them up. But he is tipping Sierra Leone to keep a clean sheet against the Algeria strike force of Belaili, of Mahrez, of Buneja, of Slimani. The names just roll off your tongue. These guys are winners. They are goal machines. And I'm worried for the Leone Stars. Baka, I'm glad you're optimistic. I don't share your optimism, I'm afraid. What else are we getting here? Rainbow. 2-1 Niger all the way. Well, it's not all the way, is it, if you're conceding a goal and only winning 2-1. But very confident by the sounds of it that Super Eagles are going to get the job done. I mean, listen, I hope they do take the games to Egypt. I hope they do score 2 goals. We haven't seen many goals in the Nations Cup so far. The last 5 games have all finished 1-0. obviously after Cape Verde's victory yesterday, and then victories for Senegal, Guinea, Morocco, and Gabon today. So getting 3 goals would be hark back to the opener. Where are the goals going to come from the Super Eagles? Comment, please let us know. Is it going to be Ahmed Musa? Is it going to be Kelechi Iheanacho? Is it going to be Taiwo Awoniyi who's going to get the goals here for the Super Eagles? Because so many players, I don't know if we're going to talk about the players who aren't here. I haven't decided yet. But so many players are missing. And we've got talent in that squad. There is no doubt there is offensive talent in that Nigeria squad. But when you look at the out-and-out goal-getters, whose name really is standing out? The very fact that we're talking about Awoniyi as a potential goal threat, the chief goal threat for Nigeria at the Nations Cup, that is a big problem. Because I know he's doing well in Bundesliga this season. I know he's got 9 goals. But here's a guy who, before this season, was being roundly criticised for his lack of goals and his inability to make the step up from what he achieved at youth level to senior level. So even though he's having a great few months in the German top flight, is that really giving us the confidence that he's the man who's going to fire Nigeria past Egypt, deep in the competition, maybe even all the way to the title? I don't know. I wish I had that confidence. I think he's a great player. I think he could be a great asset for this national team. I don't know if he's a potential Afcon Golden Boot winner. Looking at the other names, Peter Onyekura, I mean, very tasty player. I prefer him in more of a left wing, maybe in a supporting role. Chukwueze is not going to, he's going to chip in, but he's not going to get you the goals. Umar Sadiq is an option. But what does this say about Nigeria, that we're talking about a main goal threat being a guy playing in the Spanish second tier? It's not ideal. What about Henry Onyekura? I love Henry Onyekura myself as a player. And he's proved in Belgium, to a lesser extent in Turkey, that he knows where the goal is. He can find the goal. He wasn't trusted by Gernot Rohr. He obviously didn't make his mark in the Premier League, but there were work permit problems there. Could Onyekura, is this a crazy thing to say? Could Onyekura be the breakout goal threat for Nigeria at this Nations Cup? Imagine what a story it would be. What a turnaround for his career if he could be the guy to get things back on track. Odion Igalo obviously won't be here. We're not talking about the guys who aren't here. And then you're looking at Moses Simon, again, more of a support player than a goal getter. Tell me, am I missing someone? Don't say Cyril Dessers. I don't want to hear it. Don't you dare say Emmanuel Dennis. Let us know who are missing. Io Ritchie here. He's given a prediction which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to add it to the comment section. More support here for Nigeria, as you can see from Grace. Super Eagles all the way, Nigeria. Bakayako, Sierra Leone fan, weighing in. He's going for a 1-0 victory for the Super Eagles over Egypt. I'm not seeing many people who are predicting Egypt to win. Is this just Super Eagles' confidence shining through, or is there something about the Pharaohs which making people think they could be vulnerable for this one, and maybe they aren't going to be a threat to the Super Eagles? Isaiah, Sierra Leone will win because they are seen as the underdogs. This was like the guy earlier who was saying that Sierra Leone are a young team, they're going to win. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if just being an underdog is enough to hurt Africa's champions and a team who haven't lost a game in 40 matches. Guys, let that sink in. Algeria have not lost in 40 games. They haven't lost since 2018. They don't know what losing means. You say to an Algerian defeat, he won't really understand what you're talking about. If you believe that Sierra Leone are going to win, put your money where your mouth is, because I don't know. I don't see it personally. I think it's an ideal start for Algeria, and I can't see that happening. Lorato, regular contributor Lorato, we always appreciate your input and your insight. It looks like Victor Osterman won't be joining his team. That's true. However, he's sent well wishes to the Super Eagles. Key player, will he be missed tomorrow? Lorato, we did say we weren't maybe going to talk about the players who aren't here. I see you've kind of made the decision for us by talking about Victor Osterman. Will he be missed? Absolutely, he's going to be missed. Absolutely. He's the top scorer for the whole of Africa, joint with Patson Daka. in Africa Cup of Nations qualification. He's really taken the mantle, the scoring mantle of the Super Eagles since the 2019 Nations Cup. He's replaced, I would even say superseded, Odion Ighalo. Nigeria have a quality striker. Osterman is a person who's been talked of as potentially breaking the record of the late Rashidi Yekini as the Super Eagles' all-time top scorer. And after what was a tricky first season in Napoli, he is actually delivering this term before his injury, his facial injury, and before COVID struck. So absolutely he's going to be a miss. He would be a miss for any single team at this Afcon. Osterman would be a miss. For Nigeria, maybe they were the team who could have accommodated his absence the best, had it not been for all of these absentees. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about Manuel Dennis. It makes me so angry. But yeah, absolutely he's going to be a big miss. But I want to hear about the players who are here. I want to hear about the players who could step in to replace Osterman now that he's going to be missing. Before, right, we're turning our attentions back to Ghana here. 2010, we lost our first game, but we made it into the finals. 2015, we also lost our first game and also made it to the final. 2022, we've lost our first game. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, baby? Well, Loris, when you put it like that, suddenly I'm thinking actually that the Black Stars might not be such a bad bet to go the distance. There is a track record there of starting slowly. There's a track record of taking their time to get started. And also, I mean, in this expanded Nations Cup, this 2014 Afcon, even more than before, you can afford, even more than 2015, you can afford to slip up, to lose your opening game, to have a slow start, and still manage to get out of the group. Not only get out of the group, but also go on to have a strong competition. So who knows? Mr. Bafor there, he could be our soothsayer. He could be the man with the crystal ball. Should we maybe not read too much into Ghana's opening defeat against Morocco? Is this just a minor setback? There's going to be a warm-up. It was just a warm-up, and they're going to go from strength to strength here. Certainly, I spoke to Andre Ayew after the match, and he didn't blame the preparation. He said there were no excuses for Ghana's defeat, but he did acknowledge the various things that have proved disruptive for Ghana during this tournament. The fact that experienced players like Mubarak Wakaso are injured. He was here today, but he didn't feature. He wasn't involved. And the fact that potential difference makers like Mohamed Kudus are still with their club sides. We did see Suleimana today featuring on the left flank for Ghana. He was very bright, but there's no getting away from the fact that Ghana's preparations, like a lot of the teams in this tournament, Ghana's preparations have been beset by complications. And I think players talking about the fact there are complications, it's already old news. The story now, the big deal now is how you deal with these complications. Are you going to be a team who are going to, maybe like Burkina Faso, dare I say, who are going to let it get to you, who are going to be weaker for the complications, who are going to struggle as a consequence of the complications? Or are you going to be like Morocco? We saw Morocco today. Like Morocco have their three main strikers out, and they still defeated Ghana in their opening game. That's how you deal with complications. Stanley, Nigeria, good to hear from you again, Stanley. We've missed you. We've actually missed you, Stanley. You weren't there with us during our earlier video session today where we looked ahead to the Ghana game. I was asking everyone where's Stanley. They had no answers for me, but I'm glad you made it again. Yeah, you did predict the Cape Verde game. You absolutely did. You weren't the only one, Stanley, because I also predicted Cape Verde would win that one. You were accurate. Let's hope you're accurate tomorrow. He's gone for a 2-0 victory for the Super Eagles. Stanley, let us know where the goals are going to come from, because that's the big problem. Fully fit Nigeria, everyone's here. I agree with you. This Nigeria, I hope you're right. I just don't know. But Nweki Ifeanyi, he has given us a prediction. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Iheanacho is the man. He's not worried. Nweki's not worried about the players who are absent, the players who are missing, Lorato bringing in Osterman. He's not worried about that. He believes Iheanacho is the man. He's not having the best season at Leicester. That's fair to say. Last season was much more convincing, but let's hope. This is getting silly now. What do they put in the water in Sierra Leone? Patrick here, big prediction. Sierra Leone is going to beat Algeria 3-0. Patrick, come on, Patrick. Question here at Last Born, is Osterman available tomorrow? The answer, unfortunately, is a resounding no. He is recovered, but he is not with the team. Tali Musonda Jr. I was a big fan of Tali Musonda Senior. Let's see what Tali Musonda Jr. has to say. Mo Salah will be key tomorrow for Egypt. He will carry this team. I see a comfortable win for Egypt. I think the experience will do. And he's not the only one, unfortunately. The Egyptian fans are coming out of the woodwork now. Fabrizio Albertini is predicting a 4-0 victory for Egypt. What would that mean for the NFF? What would it mean for Amadou Pinnick and his decision to part ways with Gernot Rohr on the eve of the tournament, replace him with interim coach Ego Avuen, and then also get Jose Peseiro here as an observer, but not actually managing the team. If Nigeria, seriously, no guys, serious talk, if Nigeria do have a bad defeat tomorrow, there are going to be serious repercussions for the NFL. That's all I'm going to say. You can't make the kind of decisions. I don't want to talk about Emmanuel Dennis, but you can't make these kinds of big decisions, questionable decisions, and then not face the consequences if things don't go to plan. Guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you to all of those of you who have tuned in. Again, we're getting some great numbers. We're getting some great comments. I'm not sure about all these Sierra Leonean predictions, but I love the colour we're getting. I love the feedback you guys are giving us. And I love the way we're seeing all of Africa come together to give their opinions on what is a beautiful fiesta of football. So much more we can talk about, but stay tuned to Goal Africa. Check out the website, check out our social handles. We are bringing you all of the insight, all of the info, all of the detail from the Nations Cup like no other source. Thank you so much. Bonsoir.